Tulsa will kick off, and we'll get this game started. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looking to throw, it's Vic. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. Well, they wasted no time making sure that their star touched the ball and felt the game early.
And how about the defense? You've been game planning for this guy all week long. You knew they were going to feature him. The first play, you give up a play to him, that DC's over there scratching his head and saying some words that I can't say on the airway.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
Pocket breaking down. Grab near the marker. It's dealt. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Across the 35. There he goes. Touchdown, North Carolina. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Talking to the coaching staff coming into this game, they said explosive plays are going to be big for us. When we get our opportunities, we got to be able to hit on them, and you saw one right there that time, doing it on the ground on the opening drive of the game. That just shows you this offense, they are locked in and in tune and on the same page early.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. Makes a move. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Tulsa. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
To the air, it's Jordan. He's got it in the end zone for the 2, and they'll take an 8-7 lead. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around and I'll...
Turning it on! The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Goes to the end zone, and the ball's out. Touchdown, UNC! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
The head coach's heart just skipped a beat. Looks like they were going in for the easy touchdown, but he puts it on the ground. Everything's going bad. But Johnny on the spot. Somebody was paying attention, David, and is able to hop on that ball for a touchdown.
And that's why you always keep competing. Coaches are going to harp on that all the time. Finish the play. You're never out of it. You don't know what's going to happen, and that's a perfect example. Ball gets on the ground. Offensive player now says, oh, crud, I got to jump on it. Jumps on the football and gets a touchdown.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll move the tight end. He'll pull it on the read. Picks up the first down. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Use the play fake, now to throw. On the run, still looking. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. So now it's second and long. Back to throw, it's Jordan. On target to the left. Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Well, this is huge for this defense because they're playing against a Heisman-caliber quarterback, a guy that can hurt them in a variety of ways. They better be able to get pressure on him throughout the course of this game. They did right there.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Tulsa trying to move the chains on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Boston. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. The defense just lost track of it. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
Looking to throw. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And these decisions to go for two, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points, and then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Rides the back on the option, the give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, North Carolina.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give on the option. Picks his way ahead, pickup of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds the tight end. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Trying to turn the corner on the right. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
And you toss the ball to your running back to get him on the edge and try to get some space, but my goodness, there wasn't any space. He broke one tackle, but still wasn't enough. More guys coming after him really fast. They got to give him a little bit more space to do some more damage.
Looking for a man. It's Jordan. Buys a little extra time. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
He got it!
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up 1st and goal.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Tulsa will come to the line on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked down behind the line, it's 2nd and goal from the 7. Trying to find the end zone. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Tulsa! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And they take another look. Play with the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. 2-point conversion attempt is coming. He'll set up to throw. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead to 8. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Vick. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Wide receiver comes in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He breaks a tackle. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Working that left side now. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Grab behind the line. It's Jordan. Made a defender miss. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Back to throw, it's Jordan. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Back's looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
He's got a nose for that goal line. First he scored the touchdown. Now he makes his way in for the 2-point conversion. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Smashes through the tackle. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. And he's going to reach for a long one and have to guide it in from the left side, 51 yards out. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. And the Tar Heels will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jordan. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 40. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Tulsa. And the stomping has commenced.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position.
All right, not ideal, right? Not ideal. You're an offense. You want to get a good kickoff return, but you're starting inside your own 10. Now come out, set the tone, get some high percentage completion. You might not go with that script you had because you thought you might have a little better field position, but you just get some few first downs, get that first down right now.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Off-play action. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's not afraid to go deep. Pick off. What a play to set him up.
Cornerbacks have tough jobs. They got to be fast, obviously. They got to react to all the speed in front of them, all the shifts, all the motions, all the formations. But when you play zone, you got to make sure you get deep to shallow. I can't get beat deep first. The quarterback does a good job bailing, playing that cover 3 technique, then breaking on the football, then going and making a big play.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Looking downfield, it's Jordan. The sweet feet buy a little time. Did the work himself. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there in that touchdown catch.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with a stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
Here he comes from inside his own 5.
And that's not what you want out of that kick return. If you're that return guy, you've got to make something happen. You've got to be able to make a guy miss. That's why you're back there in the first place, because of your athleticism, but you have got to be able to generate better field position on that.
Oh, it's a fumble. Bounced right back to them. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. The Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll leave it with him. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
Ooh, and I love the running back here running into the blitz. He saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
That's the end of the period, and Tulsa has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Miles through the defense. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. And the Tar Heels really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Gives it on the option. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
On fourth down, going to the air. Fires to the wideout. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
He's got the tight end. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Tulsa will come to the line on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Oh, and that's tough, man. It was drawn up right. It was a good throw. It was right in his hands. You just want your playmaker to make that play and get to the two-point conversion.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Gives it on the option.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Find some fresh air. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Rides the back and leaves it. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Well, they say you win a few, you lose a few, and some get rained out. The Tar Heels will kick it away first. Coming out with it, it's Smith. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Wants to throw, it's Bradford. Got it in the middle, it's Delp.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the game day.
Caught over the middle. It's Delp. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Going to try to get it himself. They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Alchuk. At the 40, there he goes. Wide open spaces. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. He's looking to pass. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
And as he throws, can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed and with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Looking to throw, it's Bradford. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Catch in the middle, it's Delp. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Rides the back on the option. The give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Bradford. Zings it complete to the right. Breaks into the open. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Barnes. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ochuk. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. And the Buffaloes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Firing to the right, complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And you really want to pay this drive off. This is a nice drive by this offense. Got to keep it going. Got to keep the foot on the gas. Obviously trailing with a chance to tie this football game going into the half.
That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
To the air, it's Bradford. And they're not on the same page there.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play call is.
And the defense got him at the 27.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive, massive sack, and this offense loses a ton of yards.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Unleashes one. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throw.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. Pulls it in down the sideline. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, North Carolina!
And how about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small, wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Barnes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Took them a little while to settle into this game, but this offense has it going here in the 2nd quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, a little bit of a feeling out process there early, but they seem to have found something. They're going back to the well, and they need to keep that up here on this drive, Dave.
Definitely, and they got the momentum going, and once you start getting the momentum going, it's crazy what I've seen in college football. It's so hard to stop it. It takes over, and sometimes it leads to enormous swings.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Dropping back, it's Bradford. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The give on the option. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Moves away as he feels pressure. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down? And the Tar Heels are in the red zone. Run in the red zone. It's Jordan. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
5-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, UNC!
Man, you've seen the the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. He'll bring it out. It's Barnes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Scanning the field, it's Bradford. The sure hands, it's Allchuck. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now on second down. Back to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Snap from the gun on third down. Oh, close to the marker. It's dealt. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Buffaloes will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. He'll take the deep shot. He's got it on the outside. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return. The Tar Heels will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looking downfield, it's Jordan. Got his man on the right. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Wants to go up top on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. With the catch, it's Bernard. And the Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about...
He's going for the big play. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
This defense talked about it. We want to set the tone. We don't want to give up big plays. First drive, the offense tries to accomplish that. This is a big play offense. Defense does a great job staying at home, staying disciplined, and getting the INT, creating some early momentum in this football game.
Might be changing the route. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Still looking on the move. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Oh, they're after him. Gets rid of it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Looking to throw, it's Vic. Here's a heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. Quarterback gets enough. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Tar Heels with the 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Grab near the sticks. It's Jordan. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Tar Heels are rolling down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. On the run, it's Jordan. Fights off the defender. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Looking down the middle. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
I don't know what play they called, but I would call it again because the defense had no idea what was going on. Receiver comes wide open, catches the football, and gets the easy touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
That makes the score North Carolina 7, Oregon 0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. To the air, it's Jordan. It's complete to the left. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. The Ducks moving quickly to the line.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And when you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. Makes a grab for a big play. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Ducks trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
A run for the quarterback. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Gives it on the option. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter.
He's tackled at the 24-yard line. Brings up second down.
Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking to pass. It's Vick. Rushes on him. He'll pull it down. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's second and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Second down, he'll throw it. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
And we've already seen it a couple times now. Like, he is more than willing and actually quick. He's quick to get those puppies moving and get out the pocket and go scramble and make a play. With this deep...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's loose. The ball's loose. They recover their own fumble, but doesn't do them a lot of good as it was fourth down, and they'll give up the ball. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the gun, running back on the move. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Brings up second down.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Edwards. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Ducks want to crank the tempo. To the air, it's Jordan. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position.
And to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The play action fake. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy.
absolute game changer.